wholeness. Pray everyone is doing well. Everyone is at peace in your world. Sorry we've been gone for a while. Lives, people. Lots of things going on. Just wanted to give you a quick reading. I know it's not Moon Day. There's what to do. Got the place set up a bit. I think this might be a short reading because I don't think the camera is set up in the right place to do anything more. So do a little shuffle and then we will begin our reading with Oracle of the Ancients deck that we created. And let's see, do the first three, and we have Perfection in the reverse. We have Decisions also in the reverse. I can say you're not going to be able to see the cards while I'm doing this. So we're just going to do 3 cards today. And the bottom of the deck, the underlying energy is health. And the answer to the burning question for this week. Shuffle the cards. We're going to might enjoy this part. So do the answer to the burning question based on the energies at the time. What could possibly be the outcome for the question that you really, the answer to the question that you really want to know. I'm not taking all of those. I'm doing the top card, and we have yes in the reverse. So that is a no. Being in the reverse, that means we have to look at some other things to come into play before we actually put the energies out there. So the first card that we drew was the Perfection card. So with it being in reverse, that means there are some things that we need to look at, some things we need to put in order. We are not in the alignment that we need to be in order to achieve that perfection. It's in the reverse. This is the sphere, and even though either way you turn it, the sphere is a sphere, but the images in the people inside the circle are reverse. So we are not in a proper alignment. We are needing to change how we look at something, change how we do something, change how we approach something so that we can get back into alignment. So this is going to be coming to the end of a phase because we've got the 25 as the energy, which is a 5 and a 2, which is a 7. So some things are coming to a change. And 7 is also a number that is in some realms considered to be a number of perfection. You know, we have 7 days in the week in many calendars. So we have this perspective that we need to change so we can get on track. So also we've got a lot of things coming in celestially this next few days. We are going to be entering into the sign of Leo this week, this Friday. We are going into the sign of Leo, which based on the actual constellation that the sun will be in. It will be in Leo on this Friday of the time that we are doing this message. So going into Leo, so we've got creation is going to be a big factor in this season. We've got initiative going to be a big factor coming in this week as the sun enters into Leo. We've got personal self coming into play this week. After focus on family, now it's time to focus on self and anything that you would like to create this week. This season. Also, we're coming up on the heliacal rising of Sirius will be coming soon. Depending on where you are will determine the exact date for that, but we're coming into that. And we also have I'm going to say the Sirius gate, because even though many people call it the Lion's Gate, which normally occurs on the 8th day of the so-called 8th month, but really we're looking at going into I gotta double check that. We'll save that for the next reading, but we're going into the so-called dog days of summer will be coming up, so we will be looking at more of a focus on Anpu, which is the many of you call Anubis, but is the correct name is Anpu, and we will be looking at, he was one of the guardians, so protection and guarding, used to guard the entrance to the Great Pyramid. So that's where we're coming in. And we also have a total eclipse coming up on what we call the 12th day of August. Special day, if you know, you know. Anyway, so we're going to talk about that in the next reading. So again, we're in a state where we are not balanced, so we are needing to work on that as we enter in this season, and this is the perfect time to do that, to get us prepared and aligned for this solar eclipse, and solar eclipses only happen on new moon, so complete solar eclipse. So time for new beginnings, time for creation, time for making those changes and letting go of those things that we had been attached to in this prior season, so that we are ready to enter this new season unburdened. And that light leads right into our next card, which is decisions in the reverse. So again, we are needing to get back in alignment, and along with getting back in alignment, there are some things we need to decide to do, some things we need to work on, some things we need to clear up. We need to make a decision. You see, they're holding hands, and they're facing two different paths. So we have to make a choice as far as which way we are going to go. What is it we're going to do? What is it we would like to do? We need to make a decision on what we want to do, what it is that we truly want to do, so that we can achieve the things we want to achieve in life. So this is a 2 and a 4, which is a 6. So the joy, the beauty, the things that we are wanting to experience in life, that's this decision is all about, making those moves, making those decisions, so that we can be at the space that we would like to be in life. And last card in the background is health. So some of you may be having some health challenges, some things may be going on that we need to check. You need to make that decision to go get these things checked should be taking better care of ourselves, doing the things that are for our highest physical, spiritual, mental good, for our highest self and our personal self. So this features the crocodile, which is, they're very careful about their young and taking care of themselves. You know, they tend to live in rivers in the continent of Africa, and I believe in South America. I think in the North Americas we have the alligator, below the equator we have the crocodile. So taking care of ourselves, taking care of our young, taking care of our families. So this is one of the power beings cards. So this is the energy that you can pull on, but with it being in reverse, that means some things may be going awry. So this is the time to take the time to go and check on that and make the necessary changes so that we can get back to this state of perfection. No, they tell us perfection is not real, but we can be perfect. We are perfect in our own way. We are all individually perfect in our own way. Granted, we can make those changes to move to the next level, but we are all perfect in our own way. And last but not least, the answer to the burning question is yes in reverse, so that's a no. So there are some things that we need to check before we definitively make that decision, make that announcement, if an announcement needs to be made. And yes, that's what we have for right now. So got a lot of things coming up soon, so stay tuned. We are back now. Thank you for waiting. Thank you for patiently waiting. Yeah, so that's where we're at. I'm not going to hold you too long, and we will be back on track. We might do a couple in a row so we get the energies out for this season, what is coming up. As you said, we got the Anpu's time is coming up, Sirius is coming up, and the eclipse is coming. So that's what we have. Hope you enjoyed. Like, share, subscribe, tell your family, tell your friends. If you would like to leave us a message, please do so. If you would like to support our channel, you can do so. The information will be in the little box right there. And we'll talk to you soon. Peace.